With only 6 weeks until her wedding, Alexia Umansky is still finalizing many important details, including her guest list. Kyle Richards hinted at this during a recent discussion when asked if her castmates would receive invitations to her daughter's wedding. "Not all of them, maybe," she said with a laugh. "That's going to be up to Alexia. I mean, yes, it's my daughter's wedding, it's really her day, so it's going to be up to her." Pre-wedding festivities. While it's unclear which familiar faces will attend Alexia's wedding, some have already participated in pre-wedding celebrations. In May, Kyle hosted a backyard engagement party for Alexia and her fiancé, Jake Singerman. Guests included Dorrit Kemsley, Teddy Mellencamp, and Lisa Rinna. A glimpse into the wedding. A viewer also asked Kyle if Alexia's wedding would be shown on television. Kyle was open to the idea, but wanted limitations. "I'm not going to allow all the cameras there, because that would feel strange to me," she said. "But yes, you guys will have a glimpse into her wedding, but not in a typical way." Celebrations in Aspen and Mexico. Alexia and Jake's wedding is set for September 6 in Aspen, Colorado, a frequent vacation spot for the Richards-Umansky family. Before the big day, Alexia enjoyed 2 bachelorette parties, one a friend's trip to Aspen, and another a family getaway to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. "Oh my gosh, Alexia's bachelorette was so fun," Kyle shared. "I was so lucky to get to be a part of it because she wanted a family bachelorette weekend. She's so cute, so it was my daughters and some of my nieces, and of course, my good friend Justin Sylvester." The Mexico event was hosted by family friend Melissa Platt and included Kyle's oldest daughter, Farrah Brittany, along with Sophia and Portia, whom Kyle shares with her estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky. "We had the best time," Kyle added. "We just had so much fun." Last-minute preparations. Despite the enjoyable pre-wedding events, Kyle admitted she still had much to do before the wedding. "I just can't believe it's very soon, her wedding," Kyle said in a recent online stream. "I basically don't have a lot done. I do everything last minute. I struggle. Everything is last minute and scrambling, no matter what I do. Everyone's like, 'What dress are you wearing?' I have no idea. I have no idea of what vibe I want." Updates on the daughters' careers. Elsewhere in the stream, Kyle provided an update on her daughters' careers. She confirmed that Alexia and Farrah are still working at Mauricio's brokerage firm, the agency, while Sophia is pursuing a different path. Sophia does not work at the agency. Farrah and Alexia do, Kyle told viewers. "Of course, Farrah is one of the top agents. Alexia is doing great at the agency. Sophia just really did not feel real estate was for her," Kyle continued. "So now she's full-time influencing and working with different brands and creating her content. I'm starting my production company because of the shows that I've sold. Hopefully, I'm going to have Sophia working with me too, someday at the production company." The thin mountain air of Aspen, usually a balm, felt like a tightening band around Alexia Umansky's chest. 6 weeks, 42 days until September 6. The date was etched in her mind, a glittering promise of forever with Jake, but also a rapidly approaching deadline for 1,000 last-minute decisions. Her mother, Kyle, was a whirlwind of well-intentioned chaos, charmingly admitting to doing everything last minute. Alexia loved her for it, truly, but right now, she wished for a touch more pre-planning. The guest list, for instance. A seemingly innocuous detail that had become a minefield of Bravo-related politics. Kyle's recent laugh-filled evasion about which castmates would receive invitations echoed in Alexia's mind. "Not all of them, maybe," her mom had chuckled, a mischievous glint in her eye. Alexia knew it was her day, her decision, but the unspoken pressure was palpable. Would leaving someone out cause a ripple effect of drama that would overshadow her pristine mountain wedding? It was a burden she hadn't anticipated. Her mind drifted to the engagement party in Kyle's backyard. The familiar faces of Dorrit, Teddy, and Lisa Rinna had filled the space with laughter and genuine warmth. That had been easy, organic, but the wedding? That was different. It was an official declaration, a permanent etching in the social fabric. Then there was the camera's question. Kyle, ever the pragmatist, was open to a glimpse, not a full-blown reality TV spectacle. Alexia appreciated that. She wanted her day to feel sacred, not a backdrop for manufactured drama. Still, the thought of even limited cameras, a crew she knew well, brought a strange self-consciousness. Would she look happy enough, serene enough, perfect enough? Despite the mounting anxieties, the pre-wedding celebrations had been a balm. Aspen, her childhood sanctuary, had hosted a wild and wonderful bachelorette trip with her closest friends. There, amidst the crisp air and towering pines, she had felt a sense of liberation, a joyous release from the pressures of planning. And then, Cabo San Lucas, the family bachelorette, Kyle, Farah, Sophia, Portia, her nieces, and even Justin Sylvester, a testament to the unconventional, yet deeply loving, bonds that held her family together. Melissa Platt, a dear family friend, had orchestrated a fiesta of laughter and dancing. We had the best time, Kyle had gushed, and for once, Alexia had truly believed her mother's heartfelt enthusiasm. Those moments were anchors, reminding her what truly mattered: love, family, and the profound joy of beginning a new chapter with Jake. She looked out her window at the familiar silhouette of the Aspen Mountains, their peaks still dusted with remnants of late spring snow. September 6th. The air would be crisp, the leaves beginning to turn. The vision of her and Jake exchanging vows against that breathtaking backdrop was the ultimate motivator. But first, the lists, the endless, proliferating lists. Her own dress, hanging pristine in a garment bag, felt like the only detail truly under control. Kyle, on the other hand, was still pondering her vibe. Alexia smiled. It was so quintessentially her mother. Everything is last minute and scrambling, no matter what I do. A shared trait, perhaps, but one Alexia was trying desperately to avoid. Her phone buzzed. A message from Farah. Guest list review tonight? Sushi? Alexia sighed. Farah, ever the organized older sister, was a godsend. Working side by side at the agency, they navigated the high-stakes world of real estate with a familiar ease. Farah, a top agent, was a force of nature, while Alexia was steadily building her own impressive portfolio. Sophia, on the other hand, had found her calling outside the brokerage, flourishing in the burgeoning world of influencing. Kyle, ever the supportive momager, was already envisioning Sophia's role in her new production company. The thought brought a warmth to Alexia. Her sisters, each finding their own path, yet always intertwined. She remembered a recent conversation with Jake, nestled on the couch after a long day of wedding planning. "Are you stressed?" he had asked, his eyes full of concern. Alexia had leaned into him, inhaling the comforting scent of his cologne. "A little," she admitted, "but it's a good stress. It's for us." He had kissed her forehead. "Whatever happens, it's going to be perfect, because it's our day, and you're going to be my wife." His words were a balm, a clear reminder of the reason for all the chaos. It wasn't about the guest list or the cameras or even Kyle's last-minute dress dilemma. It was about Jake, about their love story, culminating in a beautiful commitment in a place that held so much meaning. She picked up her phone to reply to Farah. "Sushi and guest list sounds perfect. My treat?" As she typed, a sudden calm settled over her. Yes, there were still a million details. Yes, her mother would likely be scrambling until the very last moment. But surrounded by the love of her family and the unwavering support of Jake, she knew it would all fall into place. The mountain air, once a symbol of impending pressure, now felt like a promise of something grand and beautiful, a fresh start amidst the peaks she loved so dearly. 6 weeks might feel short, but it was more than enough time to prepare for forever. And maybe, just maybe, Kyle would even find a dress she liked before the big day. A girl could dream.